Welcome to the best gambling show on the internet. This is the home of the money pick. Hit the like button, subscribe. I was out a few days. My bad about that. I had a little bit of a flu. I'm back now for the over and unders. Let's get to the first game. We got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the Green Bay Packers. The over under is 52.5. Money, 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 money. I'm going on under here. And frankly, if Tampa Bay wants to be competitive in this game, I think it has to be an under. If this turns into a shootout, advantage Green Bay. Not because Green Bay has the better targets, but because Green Bay has one of the most underrated secondaries in this league. I think this is going to be a different type of game. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers are going to do some of the things they showed us last week. Fournette up the middle, two tight end sets, Bright and Gronkowski on the field at the same time, and then also play action. And I think the Green Bay Packers will want to run it as well. Yes, I'm sure Aaron the Game Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers, they are licking their chops at this secondary. But we need to remember that this Tampa Bay front four is athletic and they can come at you in waves. So I think Green Bay will want to establish this run game. Another reason why I think it goes under is because of the weather. We know it's going to be cold there, and it's just going to be overall nasty at Lambeau Field. Of course, this is going to have an effect on both offenses, but I think that it's going to affect the Tampa Bay offense more. That's why I think Leonard Fournette is such an X factor in this game, and I think he's going to see a lot of touches. We don't know about Ronald Jones in that situation, but we can probably guarantee on Fournette getting 15 to 20 carries. And I like the way the Buccaneers offense looks in that situation. But this is about the Buccaneers defense. How do they match up with Aaron the Game Rodgers? How do they take away Davante Adams? If you take away Davante Adams, listen, I take my chances with that. Listen, Lazard's made some plays, St. Brown's made some plays, but they're not consistent, and they also have a lot of drops. And Aaron the Game Rodgers is he's not feeling complete confidence. He'll say in the media that he has complete confidence in someone like Lazard, but in reality, does he? Does one long touchdown pass to Lazard really just erase all the other drops and mishaps from Aaron Rodgers' mind? Does it? Not really. So I think this Tampa Bay secondary, they're going to come out here and compete again. And there's got to be a game plan to contain Davante Adams. I think Davante Adams will be seeing two defenders the whole game, and that's a huge key why I got this going under. Also, it's going to be hard for Brady to explode against this Green Bay secondary. I think Brady is successful, but I think it is a lot like last game against the Saints. He's going to make some big plays. He's going to make some nice throws, but they're not going to be throwing it 45, 50 times. And I'm finally happy Bruce Arians has accepted that and used Fournette to make this offense more balanced. This game has all the workings of an under. Weather help, Lambeau Field helps. This is going to go under. Next game, we got the Buffalo Bills at the Kansas City Chiefs. The over-under is 54.5. I got this going under. This one isn't as easy as the Tampa and Green Bay game. There's a lot of moving parts here. Firstly, you got to think about Mahomes' concussion injury. I believe that won't be an issue. But the injury I want to talk about is that big toe. That can create problems with throwing. That can create problems even with running. Even standing up it can. Because literally all your body weight goes on that one joint in the big toe. That I'm not a medical doctor by any means, but that does not sound too good for me. And then you got a Bills defense. Like, listen, if you want to attack this Bills defense, I think you got to run it at. Are the Chiefs going to run it? We saw the Chiefs run it a little bit last week, but we know the Chiefs aren't going to come out here and pound it. And I like this Bills secondary. You got Tre'Davious White and you got two damn good safeties back there. I'm not saying it's going to contain Mahomes. I'm not saying it's going to make the Chiefs it's just out of ideas, but I think this Bills defense comes out and they play competitive. And then when you're looking at this Bills offense, this is an offense that doesn't run the ball at all. They just don't. If they're going to run the ball, it's probably going to be with Josh Allen. I think the Bills are going to change their mindset a little bit coming into this game. Hear me out. I think the Bills are going to start trying to run the ball early because you don't want the Chiefs to tee off on you. It's not because the Chiefs have a great secondary or a great defense, but they do have a very good defensive coordinator, Spagnuolo. If Spagnuolo knows the pass is coming every single play, that's when he can get exotic. That's when he can change up his schemes and send blitzes from the outside, blitzes from the corner. One thing that Josh Allen has struggled with his whole career is just a simple blitz, just a team rushing five. Either you send a dude up the A-gap or you send a nickel off the edge. He struggles with the nickel off the edge, and I think that's one look we're going to see a lot from Kansas City. And one way to combat that is a draw up the middle, a read option with Josh Allen. These are ways to get Spagnuolo out of rhythm. This is going to be a chess battle. Eventually, I do think the Bills' offense figures out this Chiefs' defense, but I could see it being a similar slow start that the Bills had against a very good Ravens defense. Now, let me be quite clear about this. This Ravens defense is better than the Chiefs defense, but this Chiefs defense just makes plays and they're gritty. And then you got someone like Chris Jones and you wonder how Chris Jones factors in. Is he going to get that interior rush and will that mess with Josh Allen's rhythm? So when you're looking at this game, you got Mahomes walking wounded and you got Josh Allen who's at the height of his game, but there are some vulnerabilities. We're starting to see some cracks in Josh Allen's game, which is nothing wrong with it. This is the highest level, and this is the highest level for a reason. People come out on this field and they're going to get tested. You're going to have to work with your weaknesses. So this is why I got it going under, because I don't think either team explodes on offense. I think this is like a 27-24 game, maybe a 30-24 game. I could see it hopping over with a 30-27, but as of right now, I got it going under because the fundamentals stack up that way. Also, Arrowhead, not the best place to play, especially for an offense in the playoffs. I'm not saying it's going to have a huge effect like Lambeau Field, but I think it has some significance, and it's something you need to think about if you're making this bet. And you look at these coaches, and Andy Reid is always looking ahead. He's always playing aggressive and keeping his foot on the gas pedal. That's fine. But I think he'll be using that to keep the Bills off the field more than he is to put up 40 points, if you guys know what I'm saying. So this is going to be a battle, and we're going to see a lot of points in the second half. I still have it going under. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you share the videos. It's the best gambling show on the internet. Subscribe, hit the like button. You're the reason why we're growing.